what's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to talk about citations. What are citations? What are the best citations? How to get affordable citations, and how to do it yourself citations. If you're interested in citations, you want to rank in the Google 3-pack, watch this. This video is dedicated to Darren Marion. I miss you, brother. All right, guys, so today I'm going to go over citations. What citations are a mention on other websites that mention your name, address, phone number, and or your website address. That's all it is. Now, there are websites that are like directories that you have to add your name, address, and phone number and your website in. And then there are some websites where you can write an article and then add your name, address, and phone number. For the rest of the video, we'll call it NAP, name, address, and phone number, your NAP. So you'll add your NAP into these articles, right? So in order to rank in the Google 3-pack, which is right here, what Google wants to know is, can they confirm that, your address is 535 Fifth Avenue. So what Google will do is Google will scrape the web and they'll look on websites like Yelp and even Bing and Facebook and YP Yellow, and they'll put together, they'll scrape all these websites, and then they want to confirm the address. Is this the exact address that's on your website, in your Google My Business, and on these citation type sites, directories, maps, social accounts, right? So in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you how to do this very inexpensively. This is something that every business owner should do, whether you're doing your website and your SEO alone, by yourself, or whether you're having an agency do it. This is something that you really should do on your own, and it'll give you a head start, and it'll also make your project cheaper, right? So let me just show you how to do this yourself. The first thing you should do, and I'll put the links in the description below, is go to Moz. And if you go to Moz, they will give you the best citations per category. So in this example, I used criminal attorney, New York, right? New York criminal attorney. Okay, so I go to this Moz website, and it's going to give me the best citations for attorneys. So I'm just going to click that, and right here are the top citations for you, if you're an attorney. Now, if you're auto repair or your bail bonds, you just have to click your category. All right. In this example, I'm using attorney. So what you want to do is you want to go through each one of these websites, and you want to add your information. You want to add your NAP, your name, address, and phone number. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to show Google for sure this is where we're located. Now, some people have a service area business, whereas you hide your address, meaning that you don't have it on your website, and in your Google My Business, you elect to hide your address. You still have to put it in the on these citations, on these directories or social accounts or maps accounts. You just can't get around it, because Google has to confirm that that's your address. Right? Now, look, that's the way that I do it. If somebody else could do it without using citations, that's great. But it is a very good idea. In fact, it's the only way that I know how to do it, is even if you're hiding your address in your Google My Business and on your website, you still need to fill out all the directories, all the social accounts, all the maps accounts, with your name, address, and phone number. So you come over here to Moz, you fill out these, then you come over. I'm going to put this link in the description below. These are the top citations. These are the top citations that all businesses need. So you see right here it says maps.apple.com, Google, Facebook, Bing, Yelp, Yahoo Local, right? So I'll put this in the description below and the link. Just scroll down and you'll see this link to Bright Local right up here. And you just click the link, and what I would do is I would just go one by one and fill out all this information. This is something that you could do. You could have a high school student do. It's basically repetitive work, right? Okay, so the best citation that you could possibly have is a Google My Business citation. That's located right here. And that lets everybody know where you're from. This is when you fill out, it's called Google Business Profile right now. It used to be called Google My Business. Now it's called Google Business Profile. And once you fill out the Google Business Profile, you get the postcard sent back to your place of business, and you confirm the number the code that they give you. You get this dashboard, and when Google recognizes your brand, you get what's called a knowledge panel. This is a knowledge panel right here. And in the knowledge panel, it has your name, your address, and your phone number, and your website address. So it's a very, very strong citation. Another strong citation is Bing. So in Bing, this is Bing. They have their own version of a knowledge panel. It's located right here. And once again, it confirms your name, address, and phone number right here. Okay, so you want to get Bing. Another one you want to get is Yelp. These are the basics. Like, it doesn't matter what business you're in. You need Yelp. All right, so these are the ones that you should do on your own. Now, let's just say you're like, okay, I don't want to do them by hand. I want somebody else to do them. I don't mind paying. I don't care what it is. Let me give you a couple of websites to go to. So here's one. It's called the Hoth. It's called the Hoth. Sorry, my fingers aren't working today. So you go to the Hoth, and what I like about the Hoth is it's a one-time charge. You purchase the citations from them. They do all the work. It takes a couple of weeks. They do them by hand, and they come out really good. You could give them a list of citations. They have their own citations. It works out really well. Or you could go to this other company. Now, there's a company called Yext. I think it's anywhere between $500 or $1,000 a year. I haven't used them in a really long time. I'll give you the good and the bad. The good is that they have one dashboard, meaning that you go on their dashboard and you put your name, address, and phone number. You upload pictures, and then it goes out to like 100 different citations. That's the good news. Also the good news is if you move, right? If you move locations, you just need to go to one dashboard and fill out all the information and upload it, and it automatically updates. The bad news is if you don't pay them $500 or $1,000 a year, I don't want to say they delete Europe, but you lose all the citations. I think they keep them in their control panel or something like that. Like I said, I haven't used them in a very long time, but it is a good service. I just do it a different way because I don't think it's there's other ways to do it besides paying them $500 or $1,000 a year. If I was a law firm or if I was a pressure washer or something like that, and I was doing my own SEO, I think it would be a good idea for that. Let's just say $1,000 a year, knowing that's covered. Now, another bad thing about Yext is they do like, 100 citations, but there are thousands of citations that you need. You don't need to have a thousand citations. I'm saying that you need the ones that Yext do for you, and then you need specialty citations, meaning that you need like your law citations, right? And then you need like articles on like your local newspaper or your local chamber of commerce or your local little league where you write, or your local church where you write an article, and then in that article you add your name, address, and phone number, your NAP, right? And your website address. Okay, so that's called an unstructured citation, meaning that that article wasn't created for you to add your name, address, and phone number in it. However, you decided to do that, and it's on a local site, so it really weighs in on Google because that's a local website. For example, it's located in New York City, right? This church, and you wrote an article for the church, and you added your name, address, and phone number, and your website address. You added that to the article, and Google already knows that church is located in New York City. So another thing that you could do is go over to Fiverr. Now, once in a while, I use this girl, I think her name is Virtual Girl 2010. Now be careful, because a lot of people try to copy her, and they just have Virtual Girl and Virtual Girl 2020, but it's Virtual Girl 2010. That's the one you want to look for. If you can't find her, just find somebody else that does citations. Give them a list of citations that you want, and they'll build them, or let them know your industry, right? Another thing that you want to do is I would create, and you could do this, in fact, I'll keep this open. You could do it through Fiverr. If you don't know how to make videos, here's what you do. Watch this. I'll show you something. I'll show you something sexy. So you have a YouTube video created, right? You have a YouTube video created. Let me find my channel. I'll show you something. I'll show you something sexy. So in the description, who's that? Sexy guy. All right. So in the description, what you want to do is you could add your name, address, and phone number, just like right in here. So mine's 900 South Avenue, Staten Island, New York, 10314. Right? You could add it in the description in the video. So what you do is you come over to Fiverr, and you have them make like 6 videos. Watch this. You have them make them 3 videos on your town. So 3 videos about New York City, or about Tampa, Florida. Wherever you got your GMB, wherever your postcard is. Right? So if use the city that it's located, not the state. The state is too big. So 10 interesting facts about Staten Island, New York, right? Or 5 interesting facts, right? You can find them anywhere on the web. Just take those 5 interesting facts, send it over to Fiverr. They'll make a video about it. They'll put some pictures to it. They'll send it back to you, put it back on YouTube. And then in the description, you add your name, address, and phone number. So you do 3 videos that way. And then if you're a power washer, you make, 5 benefits on power washing, 5 benefits on deck washing, and, why you need a certain soap for deck washing, whatever, 5 ways to get out of a DUI. You have 3 videos made on that. So you want to make 3 videos on the subject, and you want to make 3 videos on the town that you're in. And then in the description, in the video, like right in here, on all 6 videos, you add your name, address, and phone number, because YouTube is a Google property, so that weighs in on really good. Now, another thing that you could do, and like I said, these are all things you could do. right? Another thing you could do is you go over to Fiverr and you could get a press release. And what a press release is, it's just an article about your business written in the third person. So there are people on Fiverr that write press releases. You just tell them a little bit about your business and you added a new service. So for example, a new partner came on to your firm. You're using a new soap for your pressure washer. You're using new nails for your roof. Whatever you want to talk about, something new in your business. Give it over to somebody in Fiverr to write an article for a press release, and then they'll send that press release out to all the news agencies. Now, the great thing about that, a press release, is a press release goes out to all the agents, gets posted on their website. So NBC News, ABC News, CNN, those type of websites, plus all the newspapers. But in that article, you add your NAP, your name, address, and phone number, and your website. So that's like a little secret trick also. Now, something else I wanted to show you. These guys, I watch them once in a while. They're Web 20 ranker, and they sell citations. They sell citations, and they sell press releases, right? So you have regional citations and niche citations, and then they could also clean up your citations. So what I mean by that is, let's just say you moved like 10 years ago or last year. You have a lot of citations. There's a lot of websites that have your old address. And if you want to rank in the Google 3-pack, these sites need to be updated. So you just come over to Web 20 Ranker and they'll clean them up. And they do a really good job, right? They do a really, really good job in that. So I just wanted to show you some things that you could do on your own today, right? Because whether you do SEO yourself or whether you work with an agency, citations should be something that you should do on your own. Right? Because you're going to save a lot of money. You could check them and make sure they're right. The only thing that I'm going to say is make sure when they send you the list of citations back, so they're going to send you a spreadsheet of all the citations that your website's on. I need you to do this. So for example, go cite, semicolon, let's just say Yelp. I said Yelp. Yelp.com, whatever the address they give you like Mindsaw, whatever the address is, right? You want to make sure that the site is indexed, right? So if it's not indexed, this is what it'll look like. Now, this isn't my Yelp address. It's not yelp.com/Mindsaw. If it just looks like this, that means that it's not indexed. And when I mean by indexed, that means that Google can't find it. So what I used to do years ago is I used to buy hundreds of citations. And I didn't know any better. My citations were never, these directories and stuff that my sites were on were never indexed, meaning that Google couldn't see them, so I wasn't getting any credit for having my name, address, and phone number on these websites because those particular pages were not indexed. So when you get the list back, just go to cite semicolon and then don't put in HTTPS, www. It's just the website address and the extension. So when it's good, it'll look like this. You notice how it says how many results, you see? That's the difference. This is when it's indexed. When it's not indexed, it'll look the other way, and that means that Google can't find your the website that your citation is on. Okay, guys, I hope that helped you. If you'd like a free report, like I said earlier in this video, I'm offering a free report. I'll be happy to help you with that. Just shoot me over an email. Say, hey, Brett, send me over that free citation report, right? Just say, Brett, send me over that free citation report. I'll send you out a citation report on the best citations for your industry. I hope this video helped you. I really miss my friend Darren, who passed away 11 months ago. His anniversary is coming up. Be good to your friends. Be good to your family. Kiss your wife. Kiss your kids. And help out around the house. And until tomorrow, thank you very much, guys, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you.